Next weekend, find a teammate and head to Rush 2v2. Win 4 games in a row for a chance to earn exclusive Rush apparel, VC, and more. And for even more Wednesday fun, check out Dunk Fest, where you'll be working with the community to reach the target number of dunks. Rock that rim. Make me proud.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Now let's send it down to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. So the next starting five, LeVert and Durant out on the perimeter. DeAndre Jordan is out there with the bodyguard, and it's Irving in at the one. And for Toronto, on the wings, Powell and Anunoby. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. And it's Lowry in at the point guard position. Now for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play the young guns, Greg, no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
Kev, I don't know that there's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys on that roster. And really, the front office should play a big role in that as well. But it's a hard call. You got to believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future. We're going in that direction. But you still got to also take care of your veteran guys who are kind of setting the table for your future.
Anunoby against KD. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
What a unique combination of height, athleticism, and ball skills. Durant can make some unbelievable finishes because of it.
Gets it to go. We play just over a minute here in the first. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Irving. Jordan trying to free himself up, and he banks in the layup.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 of 4 so far.
Powell against LeVert. Siakam outside. The three-pointer, no good. The Nets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Floats one, and it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. Powell with the bounce pass. Takes it from 10. Offensive rebound. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
From deep. Connects from three-point range. Irving's got 5 now.
You know, the threat of Irving's drive can open up looks for him from the perimeter, and he is a gifted scorer, folks.
Lowry deciding where to go with it here. LeVert against Powell. Brooklyn leading by 5. KD passes to Irving. 2 points. That one goes. And it's 7 points for Kyrie Irving.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far. And if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Here's Siakam. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. The Greg Pascal Siakam won Most Improved Player in the league in 2019, and as we've talked about, had a case for it again in the 2020 voting.
I tell you, Siakam's play jumped so much again. He deserved the recognition. He continued to press himself to be an elite forward, rare for a former MIP winner to even be considered for the award more than once.
Toronto with the ball. They trail by 9 points. Ibaka outside. Back to Lowry. Out to Ibaka. Now, here's Anunoby. He had 13 points in the win against Indiana. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Brooklyn called for the foul.
And this is where Ibaka is becoming a little more savvy. Just catches the defense off guard. All they can do at that point is foul.
Nets leading by 7. The pass to LeVert. KD on the wing. He's guarded by Anunoby. Jordan the pass to the body. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Passes to Jordan. Nets passing it around. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against the Golden State Warriors. Pass to Ibaka. Now Lowry wants to get it to Powell and does. And a wide open look for Siakam. Misses off the right ice.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Jordan the pass to the body. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for Toronto. 9-point game. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup. And their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
And I really think they've got to find a way to produce easier baskets. I mean, whether they do it by running in transition or getting to the free throw line, they don't want a repeat of that past performance.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Outside Lowry. Pass to Powell from downtown, and the 3 ball is good. Powell's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Pops it up for Jordan, and it's Jordan with the jam.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
Raptors trail by 8. Siakam looking around, and it's denied. And they're on the break. Here's the bodyguard. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. 6 points for the bodyguard.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Brooklyn leading by 10. Here's Durant. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Powell kicks to Lowry.
Tough miss, especially since the defense wasn't that strong. I mean, he needs to cash in from there.
For 3, Durant. That shot off. And Toronto will go the other way with it. And here we go. And the dunk by Powell.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Lowry. Rebound by the bodyguard. The bodyguard's got 5 rebounds tonight. Back to KD. And the shot goes in.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. Some changes for Toronto. Gasol comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Rondae Hollis-Jefferson in for OG Anunoby. The Nets also changing it up. Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Caris LeVert.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Irving surveying the floor. Over Siakam. Off the left rim and out.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play.
And, you know, Lowry looks to set up his open teammates beautifully. Nice dime there, and it really keeps the team tied together nicely.
Here's Irving. Nails it from the high post. Irving's got 9.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Siakam, right side. And it's sent back by Allen.
It's really hard to shoot over Allen, which is probably why you shouldn't try to do it.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
The bodyguard. There's Siakam. A 23-point game for him in the win against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Lowry against Irving. And the pass to the bodyguard. Back to Irving from past the arc. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Toronto will go the other way with it. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. They come in fresh off the win against the Warriors.
Yeah, in that one, they just locked it down defensively, challenged shots, and really protected the rim.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit, getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Chris Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Terrence Davis in for Powell. Todd's checked in for Brooklyn. Harris comes in for Kyrie Irving. Lowry against Dinwiddie.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Ball's knocked loose. Goes up with a stripe. That shot off the mark. Dinwiddie with some nice D.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that. You know, so far, he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They're leading by 8. Basket good.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. .139 left in the first. Lowry dishes to Gasol, and Gasol slams it in.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much elevation for Gasol to throw one down, of course, unless somebody's standing right in his way. That dunk is going to be easy money for him.
It's stolen by Davis. Lowry drives in, and it's blocked. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Harris passes down.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
How about the hops for a guy that long? Allen enjoying throwing it down like that. Bam!
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Nets.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Davis looking for an opening. The dish to Gasol. Pocket 6. Lets it go with the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Lowe. Gasol's got his second basket of the night.
And you've really got to appreciate the versatility of Gasol. I mean, he's a big man with range. I love seeing him square up from deep.
Dinwiddie passes to Allen, and it's Allen with the jam.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Harris against Davis, down low, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
You know, Hollis Jefferson is a guy who's known for his energy and physicality. Nice to see him using that muscle to power through the defense.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Dinwiddie against Lowry. Here's Allen, second chance effort. Here's the bodyguard. And another shot. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. Right back after this break. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they...
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot in the first half.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So for Toronto right now, we've got Davis. There's Boucher out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then there's Lowry. And it's Gasol at the 5, roaming the paint. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the bodyguard in that last game against the Warriors was phenomenal. He finished with 32 points, and as always, was at the defensive end as well. He blocked a lot of shots. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it. He took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Boucher's shot is off.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Now, in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie?
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know,
That
Kawhi's
is.
got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Defense getting too close. Lowry has that instinct to read what's happening. Takes the shot there into the contact.
It's his first trip to the line. And the first one drops. Both good from the line that time. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's the body.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Pass to Lowry. Back to Ibaka. And and the drop set rolling around the rim.
All that practice on the positioning and timing of the catch and shoot paying huge dividends for Ibaka.
Lowry against Dinwiddie. Second shot opportunity, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
The Nets shooting the sixth attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
And the Raptors call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Davis against Dinwiddie. Powell with it. He's got 9. 5 to shoot. Toronto needs to get off a shot. Ibaka for 3. And that one falls coming off of Davis's speed. Ibaka's got 5 points in the quarter. Dinwiddie against Davis. Raptors trail by 12. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. A floater. It doesn't go for him. Dinwiddie with some nice D. And Luwawu gets it to go.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
Pass to Powell. To the middle. Here's Davis. It's deflected, and they get it back. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw. .137 left here in the second. Nets passing it around. Pass to Harris. Six on the shot clock. Oh, he blocked it. It punch off the backboard. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the Nets making a change here. Crawford's checked in. Raptors trail by 19. Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game break wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else. Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Here's Powell, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
The free throw drops for Powell. Good on both. Nets leading by 19. Here now is Dinwiddie. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Toronto's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight, 50% exactly. Dinwiddie against Lowry. And he kicks it to Gasol. That falls. Nice speed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Here's Dinwiddie, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Nets lead by 19.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 19-point advantage heading into the net. Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right. Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Look at the bodyguard in this one. He's been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. Bodyguard is out there with Jordan. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot. Back to Lowry. Over Irving. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your career at Portland where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Raptors trail by 17. Feeds to Powell. Rebounded by the Nets. The bodyguard's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. LeVert against Anunoby. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. LeVert kicks to Durant. Six to shoot. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Yeah, you know, you're kidding yourself if you think Durant is going to back down from the opponent. Man, what a strong finish there.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Lowry against Irving. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Basket counts.
You know, this guy just brings such heart and passion to the court. Lowry just doesn't let a little contact stop him from scoring.
And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Inside, here's the bodyguard. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Siakam's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the inside, Anunoby, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And the muscle that Anunoby possesses, fantastic at gutting it out through contact and finishing.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip. LeVert against Siakam. Here's the bodyguard by Jordan. Outside Durant. Shot clock at 6. The bodyguard passes to LeVert. Goes up again. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Siakam. The Nets have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
Shoot 2.
That's good from bodyguard. And 2 from the line that time. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Irving against Lowry. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
There's a whistle. That goes on the bodyguard. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
Jared Allen's checked in for the Nets. Raptors trail by 15. Quarter of basketball here in just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. A new group in now for the Raptors. Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Chris Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. Andre Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. And it's Terrence Davis in for Norman Powell. And a new group in for the Nets. Bodyguards checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Todd comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Karis LeVert. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. The bodyguard passes to Dinwiddie. Here's the bodyguard. Boucher defending. No good from the bodyguard. Toronto's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. There's the pass to Lowry. And Lowry gets double-teamed. Back to Davis. Just 5 on the clock.
That's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
To the paint. Gasol with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Boucher. The rebound by the bodyguard. Nets leading by 18. Here's Luwawu. 6 points for him.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
There's Hollis-Jefferson, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Hollis-Jefferson's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Dinwiddie kicks to Allen. Now, here's Tom. Defense right on him, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Nets.
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
This is it to Lowry. Now here's Hollis-Jefferson. The rebound by the bodyguard. The bodyguard's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. There will be a subtle but significant change on the court this season. Wilson is now the official basketball supplier for the NBA and its affiliated leagues. In fact, they were the association's original supplier starting in 1946. Now, after a nearly 4-decade hiatus, Wilson reclaims that position. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate that, David. Thank you. Lowry against Dinwiddie. Can they get it? On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Lowry against Dinwiddie. And he comes up with the deuce.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And so here's Toronto. Now Lowry, he's got 23. The shot off that time. Dinwiddie with some nice D. To the middle, here's the bodyguard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Here's the bodyguard, and that one is hammered home.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
1:33 left in the third quarter. Now here is Lowry. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. Another shot. Rebounded by the Nets. The bodyguard's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Kicks to Crawford. Inside, here's Todd. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good. McCaw, he's checked in for Toronto. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 1:05 left to play in the third. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Powell down low, guarded by Crawford. Here's McCaw, and it's good for 2.
Exactly what they want right there. Continue to get good looks.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Here's the bodyguard. He can't hit that time.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Hollis Jefferson can't hit. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to the bodyguard. On the way, Harris. And it's off from 3-point range. Toronto's shooting is leaving something to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter.
Boy, and the power and lift from Hollis Jefferson, able to finish right through contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. 11 seconds left to play in the third. Dinwiddie left side. The teardrop falls in. Dinwiddie's got 6 in the quarter.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Nets as they wrap up the third quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got McCaw, Hyundai Hollis Jefferson out there with Johnson. Then it's Thomas, and it's Panini in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And last season, we saw the NBA All-Star Game introduce a target scorer, Greg, to end the game, and instead of running out the clock. Did you like that, and would you widen its use?
And no question it's being looked at maybe for overtimes or tournament games. You know, Adam not shy about exploring new ideas. And I got to be honest, going into the All-Star Game, I wasn't a fan of the proposed changes.
Me too.
But once you saw it all play out, I have to say I was entertained. And I applaud the commissioner and the players in the league for buying in. And I think the fan experience was made all the more better.
Good point.
Yeah, loitering above the rim. Hollis Jefferson with athleticism to burn.
And there's the basket on the shot from Bodyguard. The Bodyguard's got 25 points.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Hollis Jefferson with it. Here's McCaw. No good on the 3. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Now here's Dinwiddie. D right on him.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
Thomas, that's good.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Now the pass to the Bodyguard. Back to Dinwiddie. It's Prince on the wing. Poked away. Clock at 6. For 3, Harris. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Out left to the wing. Thomas, it's a wide open look. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Really, it's a thing of beauty to watch Hollis Jefferson move the ball like that. I mean, he's a team-oriented guy who looks to make the pass as much as possible.
Here's Dinwiddie. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
And, guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit, I can tell you that. Watch out. He can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
Johnson against Prince. Passes it to Panini. It's tipped, but he gets it back. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Dinwiddie with the ball. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And it's been said that history is written by the victor. Certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, do you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, and in the NBA and basketball in general, one guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So it does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, a lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those rings, but measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Famers, all of them. Yep, that one goes in there. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Irving passes to Prince. Crawford outside. And Stanley Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
That's
tournament
a tough one, isn't it?
for the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually.
Yeah.
It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
That free throw, no good. Greg, you played against some terrific players, including the late, great Kobe Bryant. I'd love to hear your thoughts on playing against Kobe.
I mean, his passing is still tough, I'm sure, for many to deal with because he was just taken from us at such a young age. But this guy was a ferocious competitor and someone who showed us in life and in tragedy that you need to make the most of every moment that we have here. You know, I just appreciated to really the fans getting to know Kobe once his career was over, because I think he was able to let his guard down a little bit and show us a lighter side, a more
And here is Anunoby. Ibaka finds Lowry, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Outside Durant. Durant drawing the double team. Pass to LeVert, trying to get something going. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Stolen by LeVert. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And that one is good.
Tell you what, this is what Irving can do now. He'll leak out and then make the right read in transition.
He's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Siakam passes to Ibaka. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Brooklyn leading by 22. Here's Irving. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, LeVert's showing you his unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open, he loves getting you the ball.
The drive by Siakam. It's good.
And it's getting late, guys, but all of a sudden they have hope when just a little while ago it looked like hope was lost.
Hard not to wonder if maybe they left it until too late. I mean, they finally started to make some things happen, but at this point, they almost have to be perfect the rest of the way.
And the Raptors with possession. They're on a 14-4 run. The shot by Lowry, no good. Brooklyn's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Man, he gets it done in bunches, does Durant. He's a superb scorer. You've just got to marvel at his greatness.
Anunoby kicks to Siakam. Loads it up. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
Oh, what a pass, and then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth.
He could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
Here's Siakam. Some solid defense from Bodyguard.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Now Siakam. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
After a quiet first couple seasons in the league, Siakam really took off in year 3 when he helped the Raptors win their first NBA championship.
The Nets making a switch here. Prince is checked in for Jordan. Justin Anderson comes in for Kevin Durant. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Karis LeVert. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. There's the pass to Prince. 6 to shoot. There's Crawford with the 3. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And there's a whistle. That goes on the... And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the...